oh baba, we dey look bad to get this money today, but every night and day.
Hey guys, so as you can see, I've got someone which I'm going to introduce her in a bit. But basically, this is the month of October, and as it's Black History Month, I thought it would be really cool if I got some of my cool entrepreneur friends who are of Black heritage just to speak about what they do and how they got started. So I've got Rebecca Jones here. Hi guys. And she's the founder of Munchin Cupcakes. So Becky.
Hi.
Hey girl. So tell us a bit about your business. How did you get started and what do you do?
Well, I wish I could have like an elaborate story to tell you guys, but I started making cupcakes simply because I just like eating cupcakes. Like I just loved eating them. And it started because I just felt that I didn't want to keep spending money on cupcakes. I just wanted to learn how to make them because they are really expensive.
Those mini ones are like, what, £3?
They're like, the mini ones are like, I shouldn't really know the price. This is how bad it was. I was addicted, but the mini ones are around 150, 160. But anyway, so I just started making them because I just like to eat them. Yeah, I decided to have my own business in 2014 and I wanted to do something a bit different. So I looked at my passions and I knew I was passionate about culture and I knew I was passionate about travel. As you know already, Nick, I've already lived in like 3 different countries, including the USA, France and Mexico. So I drew upon like my cultural experiences there, my travel experiences, and I just combined them into basically made a cupcake using these 3 things that I was passionate about. And now my whole thing is about connecting people to the world.
Okay. So, why is that important to you?
It's important because I feel that like now we live in a world where like we're so connected, like but we're so disconnected.
Brexit.
Right, okay. So I just feel that with all this like separation going on, we need to find ways of uniting us. And I feel that, you know, like the more you know about somebody, the more understanding you have, the less like sort of afraid you are.
True. So
I felt that like if I could learn about different cultures and share that in a really cool way that people have never seen before, you know, using a cupcake, then it could be a really good business idea. So.
Most people think before they can start a business they need like loads of money to get started.
Yeah.
Is that something that you had before you started, or was you just about getting started? Was that your main objective?
Like I didn't really have money before. And I'm gonna get money. I believe in abundance and all that good stuff. Yes. But no, I don't really have money in that sense when I first started. But I had a dream.
Okay.
And I just felt that like I could do a really cool thing with this business. And but I really say I had passion because like if anybody knows, like Nick already knows, like baking is no joke, guys.
Mate, it's seen how hard you go.
It's like it's long. It's so long. So you have to have that passion because if not, you're not going to stay up late at night and be baking, you know, all these cupcakes. And then in my case, doing the deliveries myself. So you really have to make sure that whatever you do, you have some, you know, there is passion behind it. I don't think you necessarily have to be like, you know, follow all your passions, but whatever it is you want to do, you have to be passionate.
Yeah. So. Because you're so busy, like you said, you're sometimes baking till late hours of the evening or waking up really early to bake. Yeah. How are you balancing your personal life, like, bake? We ain't about bake, are we?
I'm waiting on the Lord to bring me back.
But is that something that you're finding quite challenging, having to, you know, maybe not a relationship per se, but having a personal life as well as a business, a successful business?
I think like now it's kind of like okay, but there was a point like very recently actually where I felt that everything I was doing was just about the business, like business, like going out, going to networking events, you know, talking to someone on the phone could be like a supplier, and I felt this business is taking over my life, and I felt so consumed by it. So a really good friend of mine who's a singer, Viv May, she just like checked me one day and was like, Beck, just like take some time out to just chill, because I think as an entrepreneur, because you're spinning all the plates or wearing all the hats, you feel like you have to do everything and you have to keep going and going and going, and sometimes you just need to stop. So now I've started implementing a little bit of chill time.
Okay, good.
So going out with my friends and just like, even I'm not really one to watch TV, but you know, putting a little bit of like TV time in occasionally, normally YouTube, watching you guys, watching Nicola Ama, and just taking a little bit of time to chill. Because if not, guys, you have to take care of you, and if you take care of you, then you can take care of the business.
That's really helpful. Yeah, you're right, because it can get a bit, stressful.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you're in your own head, so sometimes you just need to come out of that space.
Yes,
and just
definitely.
breathe. And so, how do you, catch yourself when you feel like you haven't done enough, or that you feel like you haven't achieved anything? What do you do to encourage yourself?
I think now I'm actually looking back. I think with a lot of us who are entrepreneurs, we're just so focused on what next, and getting to the next level that we actually forget to take time to stop and actually look back. So whether that would be looking at some of my old videos, looking at, accolades from other people, and just seeing the growth of like my social media and stuff, just stopping and looking back, because that was something that I wasn't really doing. And, having good people around you, like, I have a very nice small circle of friends who really keep me grounded and just basically say, look, you've actually done like amazing things.
You ever wanted to give up?
Oh my gosh, yes. Like 2 a.m. when I'm baking.
What stops you from not giving up?
Because I feel like, and I'm not trying to go all like churchy on you on your audience, Nick, but I just feel like,
girl, if you need to go to church, go to church.
But I just feel like God gave me, I can't talk about everybody, but for me, I felt that God gave me this mission of connecting people to the world. And I feel that it's my God-given duty that if I don't do it, first of all, no, it has to be done. So if I don't do it, then he'll make a way that it's going to be done regardless. Absolutely. But I feel that he's given it to me. So like, there's no going back. Like, I've made so many sacrifices to do this business. So it's like, I can't now see...
What sacrifices have you made?
Like, I left my full-time job.
Wow, that's big.
That's a big one, guys.
So you travel alone. So this girl goes anywhere and everywhere and speaks so many different languages. Like, she's pretty cool. Like,
can I actually say something about language?
Yeah, go for it.
Guys, just so you know, I got a D in GCSE in French. I was rubbish at languages, but I always wanted to learn Spanish. So that was the first language that I knew and learnt. And then I learnt French afterwards. And I simply just decided, I think that's so important to know as an entrepreneur, and just generally, our minds are so powerful. When you just decide to do something, you actually can do it. Just decide, guys.
Yeah, from a D to the point that she's fluent in French and Spanish and is learning Romanian, and it's great. I don't know anyone who's like her, to be honest, who speaks Romanian, French and Spanish and learnt them. When you started learning Spanish, when we were in when we studied abroad? Yeah,
we both had, we actually studied abroad in different states, but we studied abroad around the same time, at the same time.
And I learned Spanish and I can't remember a thing.
But I think also as well, it's the decision. We both decided to learn Spanish, but I was
and she was passionate about it. So that is the difference, passion and deciding something, having passion about it and doing it is really important, because she had all of those 3 things to the point that she's fluent in Spanish, can go and live in Mexico, speak to anyone when she's there, go to Spain, travel all over the world. If I went, I'd take her with me. Because I decided to learn Spanish, but I wasn't passionate about it at the time. Although now you've encouraged me that I really want to learn another language, because it's a great tool to have.
Yeah, and you can learn at any age. I was, 21 when I learned a new language. And I think that for a lot of people, you probably think, if you didn't learn it when you were young, then you can't learn it. That's just a myth.
Okay, so you've travelled a bit. Has there been a time where you've met someone crazy?
Oh my God.
Because travelling alone, I've lived abroad alone. I've lived in Ghana for 6 months and I've come across a few interesting people, but that's my home. Although I was born in the UK, Ghana's my home. But going to a completely new country that you've been to, where have you been? You've been to Romania, you've been to Canada, you've been to so many different places. Yeah. Has there been a time that you've been scared? Or you've had to
all the can I just say for the record, I'm always scared. I just use my fear constructively. Okay. So I use it as a way to fuel me. So for a lot of people, they just probably think, she's never scared. Dude, I'm scared. You guys are not dudes, but what you want to say, but you know what I mean? You just got to front through your
faith it.
You faith it.
Instead of faking it, you faith it.
Exactly. Exactly. So I just I am always scared when I travel, but I just believe that, look, God gave me this opportunity, I'm going to just go and do it.
That's all we've got time for. But I really do appreciate you coming on my channel. It's been amazing. And the fact you said some really interesting stuff about traveling as well as learning a new language, starting a business. So I hope you guys do take on what Becky has said. And she has her own YouTube channel, so you must check it out and subscribe. Do you want to tell them what your channel is called?
Yeah, it's super easy. It's Miss Munchin's Cupcakes.
Oh, so make sure you check out her channel and you can see her getting chased by the goats or the goat drama. And also look out for her Munchin Mission because she's going to be traveling a lot more. And yeah, so I thank you guys for watching this video. Remember that I'm going to upload a video every week to do with entrepreneurs for the month of October, and I've got another entrepreneur in my next video, so you guys must tune in and listen to my really cool friends. But thanks again, and I will see you next week. Goodbye.
To get this money today, well, every night and day.